Hello again, and welcome back to Culture Time. So this episode is a continuation of how to get a business license in the Bahamas. So we're going to dive right into it where we left off. Now we'll be going to National Insurance Board, or NIB, to apply for your NIB registration. So there's no online portal for this at the moment. So you could just go log on, NIB registration. You'll come up to something like this. So you could click on it, and it has PDFs and downloads for the form that you would need, which is the top one up here. So you could just click on it, and you could print it off, fill it out, and pass it in. Like I said, there's no online for it. So this is the application here. It's very simple. So application for employer, secondary, self-employed, which if you're opening a business, you will qualify as self-employed, or voluntary insured person, which if you just not working but you want to pay NIB. Okay, so you would want to say request for a new number. You go down these are the things that you would need to issue. It's very straightforward. So this is the business name, the trade name, your employer TIN, everything like that. You just fill it out. Okay, so just going to go down to it. It's all very basic information. So PO box, if your business doesn't have a PO box, you can use your personal one. Direction of the business, direction. Now the one that I filled out, because when I went there recently this year and filled it out, and I picked it up from the office itself. So this has a place for a stamp, and usually already established businesses have stamps. So if you don't have a stamp, I guess you just you don't have to stamp it. So date completed and everything like that. Okay, and at the bottom here it goes over the rest of the information and anything else you would need to know. Okay, so you can just read through this, but if you don't want to use this one, because this might be an older one, because I think this was from 2015, then like I said, you could just go to the branch, NIB branch, and pick up a form from there. So this is the form that you will receive, or the certificate, after it's completed and everything. If there is any problems with your application, they usually call. I think there was a slight problem on mine, and they called me. So always make sure that your contact information is correct. So they gave me a call, and then they also called me to let me know that it's finished. So I just went there and I picked it up at the window inside, and it didn't take very long at all. Of course, it took less than a week. As a matter of fact, I think it took a few days, actually. So that was very good. So after you have this certificate, it's going to have all the information that you need on it. It's going to show you the your business and everything. You need to double check to make sure that all the information on this is valid. And what you need to do, if you can, to scan this so you'd have a copy on it on your laptop, because you're going to need to when you apply, you're going to need to upload this document to finish the process. So if you can't scan it, you could always just take a very clear picture, like I did now. You can take a clear picture with your cell phone, email it to yourself, upload it as a PDF or a image file. They accept those too. And yeah, that's a way to get around it if you don't have a scanner, to make it more accessible for people. So okay, so now we're back onto the website for Department of Inland Revenue, where we started. You remember we came down to step 1, 2, 3, and now we're going to finally take step 4. So as you can see, almost done. This has some general information up front, but we're going to click on the link. Okay, and it's going to take you right here, and this is where you want to be. This is where, if you're a business owner, you're going to find yourself here quite often. So you're going to need to create an account. So just click here to create an account, or you can come down here and click this button here. It's the same thing. It's free. It'll give you all the general information that you need. So you come here and you're on this page to create a new account. You fill out your name, middle initial if you have one, contact phone number, email address, confirm email address, and remember all of the things with the red asterisks besides them, is important. So don't forget to fill them out before completion. You'll have to, as a matter of fact. So now remember the password. is going to need to include these little notes and everything here. So just read that to make your password. Date of birth, you can come right here on the side here, click this calendar. And so you could just go through the sides. If you're not born 2020, just click here and you could change the date, the month, and click here and you can go through the years. So it's very easy, relatively simple. Or you could just click clear to clear all of it. Or you could just click, a number and it'll even out. So yes, it's pretty easy. Country of birth, it has a collapsible tab here. So we go into B for Bahamas, click. Are you currently a resident of Bahamas? So yes. So, yes, no. ID. So with the ID, you're not going to need a physical copy or like a picture. You just need to type which kind of ID you want. So driver's license and then the identification number with it. So just type in your driver's license number. And then I'm not a robot, captcha, which I am not. And then you just agree. So look over everything, make sure everything is correct, and you read and agree. This is the term and condition if you're interested in it, and the privacy policy. And then you just click this tab to create an account. So I'm going to log into my account and I'm going to take it from here. So when you log into an account, it's going to look something like this. It's going to have your business information. It's going to have messages. You can't see them on the screen right now, but everything is very simple. The platform is very nice. Messages, you can click on them. You can see the little envelopes here. Down here you have the description of more messages, or if you have notices or anything that needs to be done urgently. So you could come here and just get everything sorted. You could check your tax status, your VAT status. You could check when you reapply to renew your business license. All of that you could do right from here. So this is a very important site. Okay, so from here we could go, and there's a tab up here, a collapsible tab bar. What's it called? Not a directional bar. Anyway, a bar basically with the heading bar, the tabs. So we're going to go up here and we're going to navigate these, and I'm going to show you where you're going to go when you want to create a new business license. Okay, so it's also going to be the same process if you have an existing business and you want to add a new one. Okay, so right up here by the search bar, you're going to click right up here. It has home, it has tracker. You can click tracker to see the process of any forms or anything, change of circumstances, if you want to cancel a business account or anything like that, or cancel any of the information that you have previously. You can click on that. Account, this has a collapsible tab. It's going to show you your account name, your account settings, which business account if you want to switch to another VAT payer. And what we're going to do, we want to come here to business license. Also a collapsible tab. I know you can't see it right now, but I just don't want to show the personal information. It might give you a more foggy view of what to do, and so I want to keep it simple. And we have other services here. So if you have inquiries or anything, just go here. It has a collapsible tab, and you can just click on one of the settings to get going. So I'm going to go down here. It's the third option down, and so we're going to go and click on that, and so it's going to say add a business license or add a new business. So as we click here, now that we're on this page, you see these this area right here. It's blank, trade name and everything. So that's going to show up when we finish filling out the application. We go right here, add new business license. This will take you back to that page, but right now we are in here, annual, temporary, occasional. We spoke about that in the first video, and these question marks, they highlight them and they'll show you what they mean. Okay, so it'll give you a brief definition and everything like that. Okay, so we go here, business information. You have your trade name, of course, that's the name that you already chose at the beginning. Alternate trade name, and so on and so forth. New business or existing. So new business or existing, you just click one of these. Okay, license start date. Now, for your license start date, as you're applying now, you could just go down here and click today, and it'll automatically fill out whatever today's date is. Okay, and it will automatically fill out when the business license would expire at the end of the year. Like I said, the 31st of the end of every year. Okay, so expected turnover period. You could just fill this in with what, if you have a pre-existing business, you could see how much you made in the year. If not, you could just give an estimate. If you have a business plan, you'll be able to fill that out. Now, business NIB number. These are usually given out after you fill out the NIB form, and it'll be found on that. We come down here, type of business, we have collapsible, and so we just go down. If you're home base, you click home base, and then you just fill out this information. Give a bright basic description. Let me see. Okay, let's type. Okay, as another point I wanted to make, if you have an existing business, you only get one business TIN number. So if you're gonna do another business, you'll use that same number. So we'll come down here. Okay, so if we click anywhere else on this for your phone number, the area code disappears, you would have to fill it in. But as soon as we click on Bahamas, it automatically fills with 242. So you just fill in your contact, fax number. I doubt anyone have a fax, and this is primary, so you click whichever one would be your main thing to reach out, and extension. So we come down here again. Now this is, you need your physical location. That means if your business works remotely, that's not what they're asking for. They're asking for what a physical building is. Okay, so right here for island, if you click Eleuthera, to the bottom here will automatically have the settlements in Eleuthera. So if you were to choose another island, let's say Exuma, it's going to change, give it a minute. It's going to change to those settlements, okay? So you just click that one here. Let's go with Farmers Hill. Okay, and we're going to give the building details, the building house number, the color, everything like that, if it has a fence or gate or anything like that. The trim, let's just put something in here. So white trim. Now this part is the most important. So to upload your business information. So all of the files that you got, they're usually in PDF form. You see they accept PDF and any other documents. They also accept Word and image. That's pretty much all the image files. Like I said, if you scan it or take a picture of it on your phone, they accept those as well as packaged files. So if you want all in a compressed folder, you could send that as well. Okay, so all of those things that you received from those different agencies, finance, physical planning, you would need to send them and attach them here. Just click this button, find the file, attach it, and that's it. So this is for if you have branches, but if you're a starting business, you usually don't. You can click cancel to delete all of it, or you could save changes. So we're going to come out here, and you see now it's filled. You could click here to edit if you want to make any changes to it, but trade name, location, you see where we put it, annual license and everything. So that's filled out. At the end here, you can click delete if you want to add another one, apply for another one at the same time. You can just click add another license. Okay, so that's basically the information. If you want to delete any of it, there's the delete button. You could also cancel application, but then we click next. This has the last part. It has this little box to click, and it just says that you swear by this information. All information is correct to your knowledge. You could show the application summary, so you can look over the information before you click submit. Because if there's any problems with it, then they'll most likely deny your request for a business license. Okay, but they usually provide reasons, everything from this site. So you click that button to submit request, and that's it. Okay, so I tried to make this video short, but I also wanted to include as much information on the subject as I could, and try to make it not as boring. But business is a serious thing, or at least the process, and I wanted to make something comprehensive, especially in 2020 when a lot of people are trying to take things in their own hands and create their own business. So if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section. I'm going to try to make more videos about this subject, and we plan to have somebody who's a business solutions specialist come on the show and talk and give tips and everything for business specifically, or at least, well, it's general knowledge, but businesses in the Bahamas, and give us some tips and everything to help. So like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, if it was helpful, and like always, stay safe.